This video describes the ViridisChem Toxicity Analysis Platform and its product, Chemical Analyzer. First, a quick introduction to ViridisChem and its technologies. ViridisChem was launched to address specific challenges that scientists face within drug discovery, product development, and lab safety departments. Minimizing costly drug discovery efforts by identifying potential risks related to novel molecules as early as possible. Avoiding the late-stage process development and optimization changes that can affect go-to-market timeline. In short, that means avoiding the use of toxic chemicals and selecting less toxic alternatives during early product development that would minimize late-stage changes and define a greener, sustainable development process with minimum toxicity footprint. Identifying global regulatory risks and shipping limitations when companies are manufacturing products for a global audience. And helping companies in their lab safety efforts, namely identifying risky fire hazards and acute health hazards that must be isolated or that require special handling. In short, ViridisChem's Chemical Analyzer helps scientists who make critical product development decisions understand the toxicity of the chemicals they are dealing with to enable smart decision making. How do we do this? The platform utilizes our own comprehensive toxicity database covering 93 million chemicals, plus information from 136 global regulatory lists and occupational hazard thresholds. We provide 48 physical and toxicological properties per chemical, and based on these properties, we provide full toxicity analysis in terms of chemicals' environment, acute and chronic health impact scores through 56 different endpoints. Scientists are using Chemical Analyzer 4 different ways. By drug discovery groups to understand the toxicity of new and unknown molecules and to explore less toxic analogs and metabolites. By product development teams to find less toxic alternatives that can replace the toxic starting material, resulting in minimum toxic waste and greener, sustainable product development. By EHS and product stewardship groups to understand global regulatory implications and occupational hazards of chemicals, and by lab safety managers to isolate fire hazards, acute health hazards, and other safety hazards. The Chemical Analyzer is also used by some educators as an educator tool to help students understand the relationship between a chemical structure and functional properties and its toxicity. Here is a quick overview of our platform. ViridisChem has built one of the largest toxicity databases with 93 million chemicals and 3.5 billion properties. It has incorporated information from more than 200 government and research organizational databases, 135 global regulatory lists, material data sheets from reputed manufacturers, research papers, and data obtained from chemical manufacturers. We have also been curating and updating this data using internal AI-based tools for over 5 years. Wherever there are data gaps, ViridisChem utilizes industry-standard prediction models to generate in silico data. Utilizing the 48 properties per chemical and OECD guidelines, ViridisChem has developed its own proprietary algorithms to provide ecological, health, and safety scores in terms of 56 different endpoints. Here are all the properties Chemical Analyzer can provide. Where experimental data is not available, it selects and executes machine learning prediction models to provide predicted properties. Here are the scores it provides based on the physical and toxicological properties. The scores are based on ANSI 355 standard and include more than 56 endpoints. One of the unique capabilities of the platform is enabling real-time execution of prediction models. Here's how it works. Using the chemical's functional descriptors and classification, it pre-selects the models that can be run against it. The prediction models include fragment-based and descriptor-based models, statistical models, expert systems, and biological activity-based models provided by reputed organizations. We have also built read-across models for some of the predictions. Our modular platform is built to accommodate corporate privacy and data security needs. Utilizing advanced cloud technologies and multi-tenant database infrastructure, we make sure that the customer's proprietary data never leaves its secure environment and is never exposed or stored anywhere. Now I will describe Chemical Analyzer's key features. During drug discovery, Chemical Analyzer can provide a full potential toxicity risk profile of novel or even postulated molecules, even before you start your R&D. Just draw the structure and it will do the rest. Based on the structural properties and classifications, the tool identifies what available prediction models it can use and executes them in real time, providing full properties and environmental and health and safety scores within seconds. It can even identify the less toxic analogs for the high-risk molecules. To define greener and sustainable product development processes, you can utilize Chemical Analyzer's Advanced Search feature. It identifies the least toxic chemicals you can use based on your specific reaction needs. You can specify as a search criteria the physical toxicological properties value range, what functional groups or classification of chemicals are needed for the reaction, and if there are any environmental or health risks that must be avoided. The results will include up to 15 chemicals with their toxicity scores to help you select the least toxic alternatives. The Advanced Search feature allows you to better find alternatives for a problematic chemical or to define a green and sustainable product development process. With our comprehensive coverage of 93 million chemicals, Chemical Analyzer has all the information you need to build or validate the safety data sheets. The platform already contains SDS information of millions of chemicals and has the ability to identify structurally and functionally similar chemicals as referenced for the SDS. Soon we'll be offering the option to develop the SDS for you.